Just pivot to another story here. We're watching Tencent closely today. Stock should be coming up on your screen shortly. After independent research data showed that its new game, and also Yvonne's favorite, I believe, Dungeon Fighter and Mobile, topped $270 million in sales within a month of its launch in China. Let's bring in our Bloomberg Intelligence equity research analyst, Nathan Naidu, to talk us through this. Maybe Yvonne can also react. Nathan, very competitive market here in China. What are the drivers behind the success of this game?
First of all, the Dungeon and Mobile brand is not new in China. The PC version of the game was first launched in 2008 on PC and has since been popular among gamers in China since then. So it has a pre-existing history and popularity. The second, I think, more important factor is that Tencent is publishing these games. Tencent comes with a lot of expertise in making mobile games and make one that monetizes well. In fact, if we look at Q1 of this year, top 10 grossing games in China, half of those are published by Tencent.
Yeah, I'm not an expert. I had to Google what DNF stood for, okay? That's just how much I know about these sort of mobile games. But Nathan, what does it mean for Tencent? Also, what does it mean for Nexon, the Japanese game publisher?
Right. So Tencent publishes the game, and domestic gaming business for Tencent, accounts for about 20% of overall top line. And given that the game is now so successful and it has other successful titles also in the running, we are seeing that Tencent can grow 2024 gaming revenue in China slightly faster than 2023, with a lot of those growth actually might come in the second half. And for Nexon, which is the owner of the intellectual property Dungeon and Fighter, it earns about, typically Chinese publishers give about 10 to 20% of royalties payment to their overseas partner. In this case, that overseas partner is Nexon. Assuming 15% of royalty at the current going rate of revenue, that could be about 8 to 10 billion yen of bottom line, compares to about 20 billion yen of net profit estimates for Nexons in Q2. So that sets Nexons up for a good beat in consensus estimates for the bottom line.
Right. And just looking further ahead, what's the outlook for the game?
Yeah, so the game has outranked, long-time rival games like Honor of Kings, as well as Park Battlegrounds, or otherwise known as Game for Peace in China, because they like the peace tone. They don't like battle and anything violence. So those two games have been consistently in top 5 in China since 2015 and 2018 when they were first launched. And, also Dungeon and Mobile is not new in China, because it's new in China, but it wasn't new elsewhere. It was first launched in South Korea in 2022. If we look at the user retention rates there, it is showing similar levels of user stickiness to Honor of Kings and Park Battlegrounds in China, the top, one of the top games. So these two factors gives us confidence that the game will continue to do well going forward.
Are playing video games part of the whole job as being an analyst?
Yeah, in the name of market research. I have to know my products. I could even do it at my desk sometimes.
It's professional, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, doing it for research.
We will tell your boss that.
I just know so much. I love it. All right, Nathan, thank you.
Fantastic.
Nathan Naidu, Bloomberg Intelligence equity research analyst, joining us, talking about Tencent and Dungeon and Fighters.
DNF.